Attention parents, remember when you thought you were pretty smart? Yeah, that was before you tried helping your kids with their homework and realized you can't even spell the word embarrassment without autocorrect. But it's totally adorable how you thought you could still do long division. That's why we created the Homework Hotline for Parents. It's the number you call when you've hit rock bottom and finally have to admit that your child's way smarter than you. At the Homework Hotline for Parents, we'll walk you through all of today's tricky topics, including why it's not okay to just Google all the answers and call it research. You'll also learn all about Common Core math and how it's not really a scam to make you look stupid. Nope, you're doing a great job of that all by yourself. Plus, you'll discover the most popular lesson in our catalog. It's called Stop Telling Your Kid the Teacher is Wrong. Sure, you could keep pretending you know what you're doing, but your child already knows that your brain sprung a leak long ago, and now every teacher in the school knows you're just a big lobotomized dope that got outsmarted by a class full of fourth graders. But thanks to the Homework Hotline for Parents, no one has to know that you have the IQ of duct tape. So call the Homework Hotline for Parents today, because nothing says I love you like admitting that your intelligence peaked 30 years ago. Call now before your 10-year-old applies for legal emancipation.
Oh, dang. Savage. Good morning.
It's Friday already?
Hey, it's Friday.
Friday?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
This Friday. Did I say next Friday? Yeah, sorry.
You know what happens here on Friday?
Probably better for me to show you.
You folks ready for a show?
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah!
The beginning of that, though. Is Friday already? That's the best. Happy Friday. Look at me, not vomiting. I'm so proud. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Alicia, good morning. How are the critters? Boy, I was greeted by a gaggle this morning. The little gray kitten that has the broken paw was just out there, and he was being quite vocal. He was very hungry this morning. But the little stripy baby finally is loving on me. So we're getting closer to be able to get that one fixed. Hooray. We don't know what happened to the little gray kitty's paw, but he's folded on it. Definitely was broken, and he's just feral. So, but he's getting closer, and I'm hoping maybe we'll be able to do something for him. Anyway, it's Friday. It's Friday. We're going to have fun on Friday. Rebecca Black be damned. All my friends gonna go party on Friday. Na 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 na. Good morning. It's a hot one ahead this weekend. Stone, I asked him if he wanted to do the show in a wife beater. He said, "No, I'm in air conditioning." So, okay, that's fine. I'm doing it in a t-shirt. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing my bear shirt that I saw and I liked. So I can't remember what we were doing when I got this, but I just thought it was neat. It's like a sunrise. It's sunrise time right now. Actually, sun's up. By the way, today's show is sponsored by the elusive Alani Witch's Brew. That's right. And that's a full-size can. You know what? All you can get at Rhodes now is like the little 8.4-ounce ones, the little baby cans. And they're still like $2.50. Are you kidding me? Craziness. But yeah, no low ballers. I know what I got. If you go and try to find these on Amazon right now, there are literally in the Walmart app and in the ads, people trying to sell a can for like $10. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's taking advantage of people's addiction to the Alani Witch's Brew crack. We're back to school next week. My kids go back on Tuesday. I was going to do a Smarter Than a Fifth Grader today, and especially after that intro thing, I felt like I needed to, but I was going to save it for Monday. Monday is always the best day for quizzes. You're half asleep, probably still hungover. Haven't been drunk like that since 5th grade. We're not dwelling on back to school today, okay? That's the whole point. I am doing a back to school themed Totally 90s lunch, though. And we're going to start out with the best back to school song ever. Back to school, back to school. I'm going to have the Adam Sandler. It's National Hawaiian Shirt Day, which I forgot when I got up this morning, or otherwise I'd have a Hawaiian shirt on. I don't really have any Hawaiian shirts. I've got some old 55-year-old white man with New Balance Hawaiian shirts, right? But they're not really Hawaiian per se. It's not luau ready. They're just nerdy shirts. All right, it's our last weekend of freedom before school kicks in, I guess, and the next season of madness starts. It is National Hawaiian Shirt Day. It is Men's Grooming Day. I groomed yesterday. I am somewhat freshly shorn. Trimmed my neck. I did not shave. I haven't blade shaved in eons. But it's important to groom, fellas. I had to groom my son for back-to-school photos last week. Help him trim up his little starter crustache. He had sideburns. He was getting that weird, like, don't be a menace to society patchy beard thing started. So we had to fix that. That had to go. It is National Relaxation Day. And I think really that's a day we can all get behind, right? Relax, said Frankie. National Lemon Meringue Pie Day, which is a great Fishbone song. Boo babadoo, lemon meringue, boom bam boom bam. No, just the parts I can reach, Fred, which I can reach more of now. Thank you, EBOMD. International Neonatal Nurses Day. Thank you, NICU nurses, for all you do for these babies and the baby mamas. Okay, today's TIQ. Let's get this bad boy. This one I feel like is a strong TIQ. It's not something that's out of reach. Like, oh, the Q-tip from our, kindergarten painting project. It's nothing crazy, obscure, bizarro like that. I haven't seen Dennis yet, but I wanted to give Dennis a shout out. Because I get so used to everybody being on Facebook, right? And I said, hey, I'm sick. I'm not going to be here. But he did text me to make sure I was alive on Wednesday morning. Said, you doing okay? And then it made me think, oh, shit, that's right. He can't see that. There's your TIQ. 12% of people still have this from elementary school. What is it? Today's TIQ sponsored by Alani Witch's Brew, which is good for you in certain ways. Only 15 calories, and that's why I like the Alani stuff. That, and it tastes good as shit. Caramel apple. I love caramel apples. You give me a bowl of caramel dip, and I'll be a fat boy once again. Caramel dip with some apples, humph. But anyway, their class picture. No, their yearbook. Good guess, not it. We didn't have a yearbook in elementary school. We had a rectangular picture with everybody's single pictures and a teacher and probably some graphic of a desk with an apple on it or something. And it said North Elementary, first grade, Miss Seabaugh, 1981. Whew, I'm so old. Pictures. No. Pictures to prove it. I have the proof. Ba-da-da-da-dum. That's one of my favorite Boss Tone albums. Report card, coat. Nope, good guesses. Coat's a good guess. I actually have a vest from my grade school years. It was my Pittsburgh Steelers vest. It was special to me. I guess let's get in on some birthdays here. Let me get on track with the show. We got to get cranking here. It's 7:39. 10 minutes blown by. Birthday princess. Who's our birthday lunchbox? No. I wish I did. I think I had a Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox, a metal one. I'm sure that's long, long gone. Some of those things it wasn't that we got rid of them or sold them or whatever. They just disintegrated because we wore them out. Happy birthday to Erica Lucy Winborn. 'Tis your birthday today. She goes back to my mom's teaching days. And my mom and her were close. Erica, happy birthday. Hope it's a good one. Scars from grade school. No. But good guess. Funny guess. That's the funniest guess so far. Fred wins funny points. Their childhood bestie. Holy crap. Alicia got it. Their best friend. Your best friend. Our childhood bestie. Congratulations. It went way faster than I thought it would. Ka-chow, said Lightning McQueen. Alicia nailed it. Good job. Their childhood bestie. Good job. That's it. TIQ's over. I didn't even flip the TIQ scroll. That's how fast. Ka-chow, indeed. All right. You had a Bionic Man lunchbox. I'm trying to remember Bionic Man. Was he like, I know, yeah, you've been due. You've been due for a while. I don't have my groundabout this morning because my morning was off-tracked a little bit, and so I didn't get my typical get over there right when the doors open. SEMO is back. I got over there at like 5 after, and it was all new people working and just packed up with SEMO kids. Hey, welcome back. I'm glad to have you back, but I have to get in there before the peasants, or I just don't have the patience for coffee. Actually, I just didn't have the time. I don't have the time to wait on everybody else's fancy orders. Oh, the $6 Million Man. Okay. Wait, Bionic Man? Was he like the GoBots of the $6 Million Man? Is he like the Wish.com $6 Million Man? If you like the $6 Million Man, you're going to love Tree Fitty. All right, well, congrats, Alicia. TIQ, hands washed. Katie Crodinger, happy birthday, Katie. Katie is busy today on her birthday because she works at SEMO with the new students. So speaking of that, somebody needs to take Katie some groundabout for her birthday this morning, right now. If you're watching this and you're like, what could I get Katie for her birthday today? Shit, get her some good coffee and maybe a nice crepe or something. I don't know what's available. Same guy. Brian West's birthday today. Brian West, but he's a good drummer and a nice guy, and it's his birthday, so wish it to him. Jeff Kottner's birthday today. What's cooking? What's brewing? The spinoff. Oh yeah, Bionic Woman. That was my sister was almost named after the Bionic Woman. What was the actress's name? Shit. Was it Lindsay? I can't remember now. Anyway, yeah, my sister was almost named after that actress. Glad she wasn't. Jamie's a cool name. Anthony Salazar is not on Facebook ever anymore. I don't know what condition Anthony Salazar is in. He was nuts when we were in college, and we laughed our ass off. So happy birthday, Salazar. Hoping that you're kicking like a chicken. Last time I caught up with that dude, he was in Memphis cooking at BB King's. Yeah, God dang it. What was Lee Majors? Lindsay. Yeah, Lindsay Wagner. Lindsay was almost my sister's name. I was never Lee Majors, though. I'm always Darren. Holly Godwin. Holly Godwin's birthday today. Holly Zollner Godwin. Holly goes way back in our band days when we used to play Broussard. She used to bartend there. Then she got wise. She managed to snag a dime like Sam Godwin, and they got married, and the rest, they say, is history. And they've fostered lots of dogs. They got lots of love in their hearts. Love you guys. Happy birthday, Holly. Yeah, that slow-mo chan. Dude, I remember $6 Million Man. We can rebuild him. He'll be stronger, faster. Stronger, faster, take it lower, do it, fucking get it slower. I don't know, whatever the Kanye ripoff is. Linda Carter's Wonder Woman is the forever Wonder Woman. No downtrodden on the modern Wonder Woman, but Linda Carter, there's a reason that she got cameos in the modern Wonder Womans, okay? Respect due. Plus, when you can just spin around and change clothes and look that fabulous, come on, let's be honest. That was her real superpower. Psh, lariat. Jennifer Lawrence is 35 today. Jennifer Lawrence makes me laugh. Happy birthday. 35. Joe Jonas is 36. I think he's on tour, isn't he? Isn't Jonas Brothers like playing tours right now? NASCAR star Carl Edwards is 46. Natasha Henstridge. Natasha is 51 today, and so am I. So, Natasha, happy birthday. Welcome to the 51 Club. We're fabulous. Linda was your first crush. She was probably a lot of first crush. Between her and Cheryl Tiegs and Farrah Fawcett, there was a lot going on in the late 70s and early 80s. Ben Affleck, speaking of heartthrobs, is 53 today. Happy birthday, Ben. Happy birthday to Anthony Anderson from Barbershop. He's 55 today. They kicked you out of the park. Why is that man naked and spinning? I don't know. Just stay out of range. Deborah Messing of Will and Grace is 57 today. Happy birthday, Deborah Messing. Oh, and Olivia Newton-John. Yes, for sure. The Let's Get Physical video, like all the fat, sweaty dudes were self-deprecating, and here's Olivia Newton-John with the headband and the leg warmers, just so fab. But, I mean, Grease, right? Tell him about it, stud. Gah! I'll be honest, there was a little nod to Anne Murray in there, too. Today in history, things happened. And here's a few. 1911, Procter & Gamble introduced Crisco to the market. Crisco. Just grab you a handful and fried chicken. Crisco, 1911. Been around for 14 years. The power of Crisco, baby. You ever had Crisco that gets old, like you had it in the back of the cabinet and you just never used it that often, and you went to use it, you're like, I need some shortening. And you went up and grabbed a Crisco, and it had that Crisco funk, that old Crisco funk. Don't ever make cookies with old Crisco, because the cookies are going to taste like old Crisco funk. Throw that shit out and get new Crisco. 1969, Woodstock took place. You know what? I should ask everybody. Who was your first celebrity crush? You could be young. Nobody's going to judge anything. You could be like, oh, it was John Stamos, and I was 8, and I love Full House. Whatever. You know, who was your first, like, legit celebrity crush? I'm trying to think back mine, man, and that was, God. Like, it could be a musician, too. It doesn't have to be an actor or actress, right? Just celebrity crush. I don't know. I remember crushing on Martika, the singer of that song Toy Soldiers, just from the video. I just remember that, like, I was crushing on her. Alyssa Milano is in there, but she was like my age, so that's kind of weird. 1969, though, Woodstock took place. Peace. Number one in the land in the Hot 100 number one slot on this date in 1981. Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Endless Love, Endless Love. Oh, baby. That just all kinds of weddings exploded in 1981. Some big poofy sleeves and Endless Love playing on the speakers. Judd Nelson in the Breakfast Club for you. Was it those doe eyes and that bad boy repertoire? I bet so. Is the cutoff flannel? Is that what did it? You're like, oh, frayed sleeves. 1992, number one song in the land, my graduation summer. This is the end of graduation summer, getting ready to start college for my freshman year. Number one song in the land. The most depressing leaving high school song ever. End of the Road by Boys to Men. Although we've come to the end of the road, and I can't, you know what I'm saying? Man, that was it. Oh, it's unnatural. We used to cover that in Tone Deaf, and we never did it very good at all, ever. Like, that's the worst song we ever played in a worst fashion. Never was successful. George's was Eric Estrada. Well, yeah. Khaki shorts never looked so good. Alvin Lee from 10 Years After. I got to go check out 10 Years After. I'm unfamiliar. Batgirl? Batgirl was, that's more of a fetish, Dennis, than a crush. It's the hair, the Eric Estrada hair. It wasn't the khakis. I'm not going to lie, Eric Estrada was pretty built. I mean, he had some, he didn't skip leg day. He had some strong quads. That's what riding that bike on the highway will do for you. 1995, a plague was unleashed upon the U.S. No, it was not pre-COVID. It was not the Black Plague. It was the Macarena from Los Del Rio. 1995, that single was released in the U.S. Oi. Jacqueline Smith. Yep. 1998, Bill Clinton confesses to Hillary about the Monica Lewinsky affair. He says, well, honey, I'm sorry. 2001, this is a perspective. 24 years ago. It's been 24 years since astronomers announced the discovery of the first solar system outside of our own. 2001. Jamie Lee Curtis from Trading Places. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, set the bar high. 2010, Craigslist killer Philip Markoff was found dead in his jail cell. He put a plastic bag over his head and suffocated himself. Allegedly. But no, that's it. That's your terrible time travel. That was pretty dark. You know it's not going to be dark? The weather. Let's talk to Stone Richards. Stone Richards, Weather Lord. Stone, the forecast is very simple. Hot, dry-ish. It's still going to be kind of sticky, but hot through next Tuesday night into Wednesday. Next best chance of showers Wednesday, and then a cool down Thursday, hopefully getting us under that triple digit again. But we're into it. Today, 96, tomorrow, 97, 98 Sunday, 99 Monday, Tuesday. Heat indices in the triple digits from today through that point, but not as bad as what we had a couple weeks ago. Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Ooh, yeah. I can't think. It might have even been some like a soap opera, like some lady I saw when I'd be homesick at Grandma's house. I don't know. My first grade teacher, I had a crush on her. I got to tell her that years later. Her daughter works at the Show Me Center, but yeah, she was my crush. I had a crush on my teacher. It's like Van Halen said, I was hot for teacher, but I was in first grade. She was just really a wonderful lady and pretty. It was her cut off flannel and doe eyes that got me. Anyway, sunshine, hot as shit. Tomorrow, like 105 for your heat index. Probably going to see that 105, 104-ish, but the humidity's not as bad. So it is, your sweat will evaporate somewhat. But if you're out and about, okay, wear your sunblock, take care of your skin, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, lots of water. Witch's brew, not the greatest for outside in the heat, okay? Be careful. Wear light, loose clothing. See, this is light. It's loose. It's cotton, the fabric of our lives. Heather Thomas gets an honorable mention, yes. This is like the Throw Mama from a Train scene where they're talking about his cocktail or his coffee table book. Women I'd like to poke. And that's all it is. That's celebrity crushes. Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of like a specific in my youth. I mean, the Martika one, Alyssa Milano, I remember. Well, Jennifer Love Hewitt was definitely a celebrity crush. But that, again, I'm getting into like when I was in college. So it's more of a damn. If I was famous too, I'd, instead of a, celebrity childhood crush. I don't know. I didn't have cable. It was like, what? I don't know. Marianne Maloney. Like we had local TV and CBS. We had like 4 channels. So didn't get a lot of celebrity influence, I guess. I don't know. All right, Brekkie Bits. It's time for Brekkie Bits, Stone. That's it. Just don't wear the suit to the river, okay? That's smart ass. All right, Stone Richards, ladies and gentlemen. Hooray for him. It's Brekkie Bits time. Let's delve into the world of gossip. Charlie Sheen has apparently become ready to talk about the big meltdown he had a few years ago. And there's a Netflix documentary on the way. That's right, a Charlie Sheen Netflix documentary. I don't know what the name is going to be called. I'd like to buy the world a Coke. I don't know what it is. But it's a Charlie Sheen confessional special. So Norm Macdonald was cute. Belinda Carlisle. No, I cannot think of her name now. I'm blanking. I'm terrible with celebrity names. The Go-Go's. Eye lips are sealed with the side eye. She captured so much celebrity crush status, and she's still gorgeous. Cannot think of her name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Ooh, James Dean. Well, yeah. The shore area is monitoring Tropical Storm Erin. It needs to go out to sea next week. Needs to, not make landfall for sure. That's something that, our Midwest coast doesn't keep as much of a radar on. So I need to make sure. We'll have the coastal update and tropical storm watch from our satellite office. Gregory Gannon coming to you live. Charlie Sheen was the highest paid sitcom. Yeah, that's so I understand, Dennis. They fed him in hookers and blow. Only 54% of U.S. adults say that they drink alcohol. Only 54%, barely half of adults drink alcohol. That is the lowest rate that the Gallup poll has recorded since it started recording data in 1939. 6 years after Prohibition, they said, this shit's really taken off. We should track how many people are actually drinking it. Okay. They started a Gallup poll. And for the next near 100 years, it's not been lower than 54%. What's going on? I can't imagine what's cutting down on alcohol use. Right? The Bengals. I think that's who I meant. Yeah, the Bengals. Because the walk like an Egyptian side-eye is what I'm thinking of. Why can't I think of her name? I can't think of it. Jelly Roll, not the snack, the musical performer. After several Australian dates, Jelly Roll says he'll be co-headlining Adelaide's Harvest Rock Festival alongside The Strokes. So if you're going to be in Adelaide, well, good day to you. You can catch The Strokes in Jelly Roll. Right there in front of you at the Adelaide Music Festival. Right. Susanna Hoffs, thank you. God, yes. Hoofs. No, that's her alter ego when she cosplays. I'm Susanna Hoofs. Yeah. Thank you, Susanna Hoff. Yeah, they got gummies now. It's easier and cleaner and less fat. A couple of divers. Fuck. Okay, so off Vancouver Island, there's a place called Nanoose Bay, and he goes scuba diving there. Pretty nice place. Anyway, they saw a very large octopus, a particularly large octopus. So they scuba down. They want to go see the octopus, say hi, right? They went down by it. The octopus reached out and grabbed their underwater camera that they were filming with, and the octopus took it and started taking selfies. I'm not bullshitting you. There are octopi selfies, octopus selfies. And here's how the copy was written. And began taking selfies of itself. Gleaming writing like that. I mean, come on. Selfies of itself. Well, no shit, Sherlock. In a new study, scientists have found that keratin, a protein that's found in hair and skin and wool, keratin can repair tooth enamel and stop early stages of decay. Yeah. Fluoride toothpaste are currently used to slow this process, but keratin-based treatments were found to stop it completely. So does that mean if you chew on your hair, it's good for your teeth? I don't have any hair to chew on. I'm panicking. Can I chew on someone's hair? No, the keratin. But look that up. That may be, if you're dealing with like genetic tooth decay or something like that, could be an option. Keratin treatments. Not carrots, but carrots are good too. NASA has shared a photo taken by the Mars rover. Shows a rock on the surface of the red planet, but the rock looks strikingly similar to like a medieval war helmet or conquistador helmet. That kind of style of helmet with the flare up and all that. It's kind of freaky. Like I looked at the picture. I didn't feel like putting it up because I just looked at it this morning and I didn't want to hassle. But anyway, go look it up. Look up the Mars rock that looks like a helmet. You'll find a zillion pictures of it. It's all shadow and light, and, it's a fucking rock. It's not a helmet. This is not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They did not fight centuries of war there ago. There were no Spanish conquistadors on the moon. Yeah, Dennis, they've done a great job to keep that out of the skew of it. Good morning, Rick. No, I did not have explosive diarrhea, Rick, to answer your question on Facebook. It was just pukey. Just a puke. But I don't ever get like pukey sick. I was a little worried right off the bat when I started feeling bad that my leg thing that hasn't been around in years was coming back, and I was going to be like, son of a bitch, I'll lose 180 pounds and I still get this thing. It wasn't at all. So hooray for that. So see, knock on wood, because there is actual wood here. Nothing like that. Work summons already. Oh, hey, catch Gregory Gannon's Cannon Cuts, TikTok, Body Rock, 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern, 7 Central. Wu-Tang Clan, word. NASA, helmets, Mars, mystery. 31-year-old woman in Manhattan. She realized a 2-year dream. She found a 2.3-carat white diamond at Arkansas Crater of Diamonds State Park. Still putting out diamonds. She's going to use it for her engagement ring. Well, that's cool. Good for her. And she'd been hunting for a couple of years. I mean, not steady, right? But that's awesome. I think Crater of Diamonds is a fun adventure. We went there when we were kids. I didn't know what I was doing, you know. Mom and Dad probably hoping we'd find something, like get a little buffer to the bank account, right? We didn't find shit. But it was still a fun adventure. It was hot. It was like a hot-ass day. I remember it being hot and dry and dirty, but I was used to that. That was summer. Let's go. Oh, my gosh. We got some food news this morning. I forgot about this. It's been so long since I got to use the actual food news graphic. Oh, this is the one I got? Nah. It's kind of boring. But that's okay. I was kind of hoping Troy might be here this morning. I wanted to pose a question to him that was in my food news to find out how accurate it is. I feel like I'm leaning. Am I leaning, or is it the camera's off? I think the camera's off kilter. Who cares? Wendy's is joining the fast food chicken wars. Wendy's will start selling chicken strips this fall. Would you get chicken strips from Wendy's? Do you get food from Wendy's? I haven't been to Wendy's a long time. I always liked Wendy's in college because they had the thicker fries and their salt was like the powdery salt. Not like grainy salt, but like the salt, which is my favorite because it'd stick better. You get more salt. I like salt. How did you get to be so fat, Darren? I like salt. I retain a lot of water. But yeah, they're going to start serving some chicken strips this fall. So there you go. If you're into fast food chicken strips, go for it. Do they already have chicken nuggets? I don't know. I guess so. All I remember, like, anytime I've gotten a burger from Wendy's, and they're good. It's good burger if you like burgers, but it's always just super sloppy. Like, it's just not how it's put together, but like there's just too much juicy shit on it. Like too much mayo, ketchup, all that, and it's just like and drippy and bloopy. Don't put all that extra shit on it. Nothing beats the spicy chicken sandwich. I like the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A too. All right, this was the question I wish to pose to Troy, being that he is the general manager of Olive Garden here in Cape. Olive Garden is reportedly planning to add, you ready for this, 25-cent wine samples to its menu. So, like, you're sitting there and you're like, oh, would you like some wine? Oh, I don't know. What do you have? Well, for a quarter, you can sample blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. Be like, shh, here's a 10. Bring me 40 shots. I don't know if they'd let you do that or not. But for a quarter a sample, I don't know if a sample's like a little fart of it or like a little half-ounce pour or something. I'm going to need some clarification on this because I could see us having a shot night at Olive Garden. I'm going to have the all-you-can-eat soup, salad, and breadsticks and 40 shots of Pinot. Let's go. So we're gonna need to know more. I'm gonna have to text Troy later and find out. Amazon has launched some same-day grocery delivery for free same-day grocery delivery in 1,000 cities across the U.S. You do need to be an Amazon Prime member, and you need to spend, minimum spend is $25, but the delivery is free. I wonder if they're doing that to compete with, Wally World. Oh, that's somebody laughing. It's like, is there a child here? Shit. Oh, and Taco Bell will make you happy. The fan favorite, Cheesy Street Chalupa, has returned It is back on the menu at most Taco Bell locations, I guess. Cheesy Street Chalupa. Yo, Mickey Sharp, how are you? Good morning. Happy Friday. How goes it? You guys rocking the tour still, yeah? There was a Jaguardini show was that last night or tonight? I saw a little thing blurb about, something about, hey, word. I'm loving I don't know if it's somebody specific or if it's just you guys all being talented at it, but some of the pics you guys are sharing from the show and the tour and stuff, and some of your, costumed up show gear pics, loving it. You guys are very artistic with the lighting and stuff. It's just really cool. The Gordita, yes, Dennis, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to remember the Gordita. Oh, no. Can't play taps. Got to start playing the Mexican hat dance when we're talking about Gorditas. Ivan had a show last night. Okay, you are back home. I thought you guys had wrapped, but then I saw that and I was like, oh, maybe it's the encore tour. Ivan don't put that fella's gas down like freaking Sammy Hagar. I can't drive 55. All right, well, that's your food news. Riveting shit. It's time for a little Spy versus Spy the Lie. Let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about how to calm an angry friend, and that may be me sometimes. But how to calm an angry friend, and we're also going to touch on ways to bail on a bad date. I know I'm married. I ain't dating anybody, but some of you are single and looking to mingle. And what happens if you get stuck on a shitty date? Well, how do you get out of it? Well, there's murder, but that's a little extreme. We'll talk about some other methods. And we were talking about... what did he send me? Aaron Chandler be guessing on the TIQ. Well, he's a texting guessing. I love it. That's funny as hell. All right. All of the following movies open up in theaters this weekend, except for one, which is the fake movie Spy the Lie. Is the fake one Coolies? Coolies. 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 Walking Thunder, Beach Attack, The Grateful, or Clika, Clika. Coolies, Walking Thunder, Beach Attack, The Grateful, or Clika. Which of these is fake-ass movie that's not opening this weekend? Sent to bed without dessert. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Truly. Guessing away, is it Coolies, Walking Thunder, Beach Attack, The Grateful, or Clika? No, but good guess, Aaron. Oh, my God. Beach Attack. Dennis, you got it. It is. It's Beach Attack. There is no Beach Attack with an exclamation point. Although, it sounds viable. Maybe if Gregory Gannon gets back on the bottle, there'll be a beach attack. Arr! I meant to ask him when he was still here what day he's on, because I'm so proud of him. Well, it's whatever day of the year it is today. I don't know. I don't have that in front of me. Hey, you know what? Next question. In honor of Taylor Swift and announcing her new album and all the shenanigans around that, all the following are titles of actual Taylor Swift songs except for one, Spy the Lie. This is a gimme for Bethy, would she be here. Which is the fake Taylor Swift song? Hoax, ironic. The Fraud, also ironic. You Need to Calm Down. Me, with an exclamation point, are Paper Rings. Which is the fake Taylor Swift song? Hoax, The Fraud, You Need to Calm Down, Me, are Paper Rings. Starring David Hasselhoff. Yes. As Ponch. Going back to our Chips references. The fake one is The Fraud. Yeah, there's no song called The Fraud yet. Who knows? It could be dropping on this new album. Oh, the Swifties were excited. I hooked Rachel up. I went through and added 20 new Taylor Swift songs to Mike FM, and she did a Mike FM Power Hour at 5 o'clock, Taylor Swift style. Ka-chow! Get you home from work on a Thursday with the Swiftie shenanigans. It was a swiftly dealt hand of awesome. The Fraud. All right, last one. All of the following are titles of real Godzilla movies that have been made over the years, except for one. Tell me the fake Godzilla movie. Is the fake one never been made? Godzilla Raids Again, Son of Godzilla, Clone of Godzilla, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, or Godzilla -1? That's a tough one. What's the faker? Godzilla Raids Again. Yar! Godzilla's a pirate. Son of Godzilla, Clone of Godzilla, Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, or Godzilla -1? Godzilla Takes Manhattan. Dun 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 dun. Start spreading the news. I don't even know what key I was in. No, it's Clone of Godzilla. Clone of Godzilla has apparently never been done, which sounds pretty realistically easy to do. So, nope, no cloning. We're just not there yet. All right. That's Spy versus Spy versus Spy the Lie today on a Friday. Don't ask why. Because I'm the cut mart guy. I got a message, Aaron back. He said the 12% of people still have this from elementary school. What is it? And Aaron's answer was the anxiety of overthinking every nuance of what you do, say, or wear, hoping no one calls you a homo. This is me in grade 9, baby. That's it. Oh, man, that's something I need to add today for the Totally 90s lunch. I'm doing a back-to-school edition. I didn't even think about this. Bare Naked Ladies, grade 9. Do you know that song? It was like the most ska song that Bare Naked Ladies ever did. It's an early Bare Naked Ladies song. This is me in grade 9, baby. Godzilla Stole My Heart. Available in the romance section at your local Barnes & Noble. All right. It's time to talk about calming an angry friend. You ever do to de-escalate a situation? And honestly, this is me. I don't fight. I usually de-escalate because I'm a good talker and a relatively good listener to the right people. But anyway, if you've got a friend that pops off, you got a friend that maybe is easily triggered by certain things or something like that, sometimes managing a friend who gets angry a lot can be a challenge, right? I'm going to give you some strategies. Also going to sneeze. Are we done? Are we done with the sneezing now? Pardon me while I get this. And that was special. You know, it's these special moments like this where I can take a little vintage hand sanitizer and a groundabout napkin and everything's fine. Thank you, Dennis. That was just rough. Whee. Okay, into the trash with that. Here's some strategies you can use to help maintain your positive relationship with your friend and help them remain calm, okay? Some tips. Number one, if your friend's starting to lose it, stay calm yourself, okay? Try not to react emotionally to their reaction, right? Remaining calm will prevent the situation from escalating further. Right off the bat, if they're spazzing out, whoa, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes yourself, okay? Don't be like, yeah. Yeah. And then now shank, yeah. Okay? Stay calm. Listen actively. This is an important strata sneeze. Dude, my sneezes are known around the universe. It's like the snap. They always come in threes, though. It's the stupidest stuff ever. So stay calm yourself. And then, as I mentioned earlier, I consider myself a pretty decent listener. Listen actively. And this is we need to bring this back again soon. I don't know. But give your friend your full attention while they express their feelings, okay? Listen actively. Show compassion and empathy even if you disagree with their perspective. They're human. They're entitled to what they think. You are entitled to what you think. However, remain calm and listen actively. Understand their situation. Empathize with them, even if they're dumb as a box of rocks and they don't have all the information. They're coming from a bad perspective. And then you can calmly work through that. Set boundary. Assert your boundaries, okay, and let your friend know what behavior is unacceptable. Be firm but respectful in communicating your limits, okay? Hey, you are not allowed to call me that B word. You are not allowed to scream in my face. You are not allowed to smack me upside the head. Say no and set boundaries and stick to those boundaries. And if they can't respect those boundaries, it's time to go. And in your interaction with your angry friend, instead of blaming or accusing, express your feelings using I statements, okay? Take ownership without owning blame. For example, say, I feel uncomfortable when you raise your voice. Instead of saying, you always get so angry. That's a defensive, aggressive defensive statement. You always get so angry. Why do you always act like this? I don't like the way you're acting. I feel uncomfortable when you raise your voice. I said the safe word 3 times and you still haven't stopped. Okay, whatever that is, own that statement yourself, and that keeps it easier on perspective. Hounds' plan. That's how to calm your angry friend. Also, let them listen to Hounds from St. Louis. We're trying to get them booked in Cape. We can't get a damn answer. Can we get an answer? I know it's not your fault. All right. We're going to talk about ways to bail on a bad date, because I know not everybody who watches this show is old and white and married and bald and has a beard and smells of elderberry and witch's brew, because I'm a boss. You know, I think I got 3 or 4 cans left from my early pickups, and I'm glad I did. It just seems weird to me that something that is targeted around fall comes out now, and they're absolutely out. The distributorship said this is all you're going to get, ration it out, and that's that. Seems weird to me. So let's say this is you, not this guy, her over here. Oh, look at her. She is not having a good time. Well, for one, he's like gaming on his phone while they're on the date. It looks like they're at some like panini shop or something, so the food's probably pretty bland, which is a disappointment. If I'm on a date, you better spice up my life. I want a runny nose and a numb lip on that date, and that's why I'm married, so I don't have to worry about that. Carrie doesn't mind my runny nose and numb lip. Actually, she probably does. God bless her. All right. So bad dates, bailing on them. Number 1, lie right away. If it is instantly obvious that things are tanking, tell your escort, your date partner, whatever, tell the other one you got an urgent phone call as you were walking out the door to meet him, and you can only stay for 1 drink. If you just know that shit ain't going right, just lie. It is what it is. It's easier than trying to be nice and then screw things up even worse. Don't give them a chance. Just lie right away. Not the best advice to lie, but you know this is 2 poles of the magnet. You just bouncing off each other. It's cool. Lie midway. If things are going, you think things might go well, but then they are going. I turn that down. Things are going deathly dull, or maybe if they take a sudden, severe turn for the worst, like he mentioned something terrible, like I murdered my last girlfriend, but I didn't really kill her. And you still got half the night ahead of you, like you just finished up the appetizer, and you're like, you can shorten the date by basically giving yourself a way out. Invent something like an early morning appointment, so you're not going to be able to stay out much longer. Oh, I'm so sorry. Or, I've got this work project and I've got to finish up XYZ tonight. It was just bad timing. Yeah, darn, gosh, gee whiz. Oh, That's too bad. Okay. Just unfortunately, I have to make tonight an early one. And I think, these are little white lies. Mama said it don't really hurt nobody. My Flexolite ping pong paddle. It's just, little lies to make it easier. A little pin cushion before you stab them in the heart. But here's the thing. If maybe things are going okay and it comes out in mid-conversation that he lives to go camping on the weekends and you're more of a city girl, hanging out in the mall or go to TJ Maxx and watch a movie. If you don't think it's going to work out, just be blunt. Admit as much. It's kind of refreshing. Say, listen, I've enjoyed meeting you, but I don't think we're clicking. Do you mind if we call it a night? He might be relieved because he might have the same shit. And 99% of the time, guys are too chicken shit to say this, right? Because they're just like, oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings, so we'll just go through. Blah, 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 blah. Some guys are jerks. But this isn't being a jerk on either side of the gender equality thing here, okay? It is just being honest. The alternative to the two lie suggestions I gave you is just be honest. Just be blunt and just say, hey, we're cool, but, I'm sobering up now, and I'm realizing we're going to work out. I got to go. I got a hot dog cart outside. Calling my name. So be blunt. And then, last but not least, and probably the most dramatic of the escape routes is a literal escape route. Just run. Renounce tact. That should be a t-shirt. Renounce tact. Can we make that? If Mr. Wrong gets rude and crude or too handsy or whatever, you don't have to take that shit from a guy you barely know. What I tell my daughter is the same thing my dad told my sister, is kick him in the nuts and go home. Kick him in the nuts and go home. Now, Layla would probably end up with a lawsuit because she would definitely kick the shit out of some guy. But mumble whatever you like in his general direction and head straight for the door. GTFO. That's advice number 3 to get out of that date. All right. Have you guys ever had a dating nightmare where you've had to actually bail on something like that? I never was much of a dater, go date people I didn't know. I'm more like a friend have evolved into this or a friend of a friend kind of thing. I don't know. Can't say I really dated. I tried. I don't know. It's the Darren magic. It just, dates didn't work. It just wasn't happening. No. Now God blessed me with angels. Yes, he did. And he blessed me with Carrie. And she was just gifted into my life. She just descended from heaven, landed on my doorstep, on my back doorstep, stumbling out of my truck. All right. It is time for your warm and fuzzies. Let's wrap this rascal up. Hashtag the magic. It's terrible. It's terrible because it's not true. Look at this. Look at this magic. Couple things before we wrap today's show. Let's see. It's 8:24. Next week, I'm going to be out driving to Texas. Justin's mom's funeral is next week. I got to call Justin today. Let him know. Hey, good morning, Rid. How are things out at Armstrong this morning? The sun is shining. It's a bright and sunny day. I bet you're ready to hydrate. Anyone that comes through the door, pop in Sweet Beef for some breakfast hydration. And people out working early this morning for sure. It's going to be a hot, terrible few days. Not looking forward to it. But yeah, driving to Texas next week. So probably I'm leaving out Wednesday. I'm not sure when, but I don't think I'll have a show Wednesday morning or Friday morning. Okay. May do some lives along the way. I may do some TikTok lives or may do some Facebook live. I'm taking my laptop and everything with me because I do have some work time stuff I got to do too. But going to drive down Wednesday, come back Saturday. It's just me. So I'm loading up the Jeep, taking the one wheel. May have some middle of Arkansas one wheel road adventures. I don't know. It's kind of what this trip's going to be because I'm going by myself. So, oh, really? I did not know that. Well, that explains why I went in. Why? Because we were going to, where were we going? Pink Rock. And we forgot my river shoes. And I was like, oh, surely they'll have some river shoes at Armstrong. Did not have any river shoes. I was like, damn it. No river shoes. Dollar General didn't either, to be fair. But, well, I did not know that. Well, congrats on the new gig then, sir. McDowell South RV. All right. Well, hopefully I'll still see you around. Maybe we'll have a McDowell South RV tailgate thing or something, huh? We'll see. So anyway, driving to Texas next week. So look forward to that adventure, and especially looking forward to seeing Justin and Glenda. It's been far too long. So there's that. So probably we'll show on Monday, and then probably not Wednesday, Friday. I'll let you know on Monday what Wednesday looks like, but probably not. I'm vacation time set up and all that. So other than that, let's see what's going on this weekend. Arena Park food truck rally tonight at Arena Park in Cape, 5 to 8 p.m. If you want to catch some local food trucks, that's the spot. Back to school bashes happening all weekend. I know that downtown Farmers Market Saturday morning. Also, if you want Crepe Gerardo, you can go to Farmers Market, and then I think from 9 to 1, Crepe Gerardo is going to be set up just down the street at Water and William at the one of the shops. Who is it that's having them? Shit, why can't I think of it? Oh, my God. Anyway, I will keep wanting to say Dents Makes Sense and Deal Finder and none of that shit. God dang it. Anyway, they're having Crepe Gerardo as their guest. So go get some breakfast. Get some locals. Wherever you guys are, get out and do something local this weekend. It's going to be hot. Hydrate. Be smart about it and all that. I was hoping we'd get some River Day time tomorrow, but Layla got her work shift changed from 6 to close to 11 to 6. The whole meat of the day, she's got to work. That's a big poop. But it is what it is. That's the low rung on the ladder, and sometimes you got to keep climbing. All right. What the frig? What the hell's going on with the multi? Wow. Somebody must have a remote this morning, and they're out screwing around with it. That's really annoying. Hooray for white noise. What the shit? Boy, that'll slap you into the warm and fuzzies. All right, let's dig in. Number one, United Press International says a New Jersey state trooper recently rescued a cat on Highway 280 in Newark. The cat has been named Conan. The cat was sitting near one of those concrete barriers. The officer corralled it, took it to the veterinarian. Conan only had a cut over his eye, that's it, and is now on the road to recovery. Refuge officials describe him as a gentle, shy, and grateful for the kindness that saved him. Thank you for that, state trooper. Gosh, I love those stories. Good rescue. The New York Post says a London woman unexpectedly had a baby in a Toronto hotel bathroom while on vacation with her family. First off, she'd flown from London to Toronto. Was in the bathroom at the hotel. They're like, come on, love, we want to go get some Tim Hortons. It's the thing, you know. Oh, no, I'll be there in a second. Helen Green thought she was experiencing tummy pains and instead gave birth to Olivia. Had a baby. Now, hey, I'm not fronting anybody's mystery babies. I know we did that with Layla, but I mean, at least we had like 8 weeks. But the family is thrilled to have her. Helen's husband, Michael, described the experience as surreal and a joy. Helen had no symptoms during pregnancy. None. Still had her period. Still had normal things. Just was knocked up. Just didn't know it. Out popped a healthy baby. That's insane to me. That's insane to me. This is going to sound bad to say. I didn't look Helen up. I don't know if Helen's a big lady that maybe baby could hide in there a little easier. I don't know. It's crazy. Miraculous. It's almost like the every sperm is sacred. Right? Just right there in the kitchen. Finally, CBS says a husky mix named Tracy was adopted after spending 933 days at a Chicago animal shelter. She's been there for nearly 3 years. Paws announced the good news on Instagram, celebrating Tracy's new family. The organization threw her a heartfelt goodbye party with treats and affection. And Tracy is now enjoying her new home and family and is fitting in seamlessly. Hooray for Tracy, the adopted dog. If you celebrate Hawaiian Shirt Day today, wear a light Hawaiian shirt. Don't wear like a heavy polyester. It's too damn hot for that, okay? And enjoy your weekend. Go ye therefore and be good humans. Whatever you're doing, do it safe. Be smart about it. I'll see you guys again on Monday. And, yeah, happy weekend.